Welcome, everybody, to the Wild Squad podcast. With me tonight is BOHFLEX himself.
What up? What up?
How is everybody doing tonight? We're going to get started. Hey, Supply Drops. So, you guys, we used to do these interviews, and I've been dying. Everybody's been asking me, hey, can we start back up the podcast? Hey, Joke, how you doing tonight, man? And I've got a very, very special guest with me tonight that has recently entered my gaming, streaming, everything life. This guy he's the same, man. He's awesome. He's amazing. What's going on with the audio? Review the audio. What's going on with the audio, Supply? I know what it is. Bo, go ahead and give me a mic check.
Mic check. You got me? You got me?
Yeah. I got you peeking up over here. You're good now.
All right.
Good. That should be a lot better for you guys.
I'm right up on the mic and shit. Yeah.
Well, I had you turned down, man. I think you were loud the other night. I had you turned down a whole lot. So you guys,
loud every night.
The way we are going to do this podcast, we're going to go through some questions. I got some brain bursts in here. We're going to learn as much as we can. We're going to figure out what makes this guy tick. What's going on in that brain. Look, he might have the background blurred, but we're about to do a background check, boy. We're going to learn everything about this guy. All right. So I am going to allow audience questions. There is a redemption. The redemption is for 300 squad bucks points, and it will allow you to ask any question you want. It will be highlighted. Just to keep everything moving, I'm not going to answer any questions or ask any questions that are not done with the redemption. What's up, Godzilla? So I'm going to go ahead and start this with an easy one. We're going to slide in here. BOHFLEX, how long have you been streaming, man?
Seriously, or
I don't mean tonight, but like, how long you been doing this?
So I would be I'd say I've been streaming the way I do now for like last 6 months.
Man.
But the first time I hit that live was like back in April of last year, so not all that long. I just kind of seen somebody else do it, and I was like, yeah, I could do that.
Oh, you made a lot of growth. You've made a lot of progress in 6 months, man. You know what's crazy about that, though?
What's that?
I started about 6 months ago, too.
See, that's what I'm saying, man.
It is fate, baby.
That's what I'm saying. That's it.
So we got that. What did you game? What do you game when you're not on camera? We all get to watch you on camera, but what do you game when you're not on camera?
Honestly, a lot of Valheim. that's my new joint. It's kind of a problem. I'm addicted to it. I love Valheim. I'm trying to stay away from Minecraft because it's a little too close, and I don't need those problems. But I love ESO. Shout out Toxic Tay. She got me on the ESO. I had been clowning her for like the longest.
Wow. That's a deep game.
It's like, yo, you're a nerd, bro. I lost myself in ESO. I was like,
I didn't even know that about you.
Yeah, man. I'm a straight nerd. I love it though.
Man,
I love it.
That is something intense. That's a very intense, grindy MMO right there. You know, I can see the relation, man. I'll tell you, when I first started watching you, I just saw Warzone, and now it's like, man, who is this guy? He's a whole different person.
Yeah, because I think I got caught in that trap of everybody thinking, or me thinking that like you gotta do Warzone to get in. That was the first game that I played where I was like, I could do this on a bigger scale. I used to be, actually, that's another game, FIFA. Anybody want to see me in FIFA, come holla at me.
They were
doing your channel, my channel.
They were talking junk the other day about FIFA.
I'm a FIFA goon. I actually like competed and stuff like that regionally in Madden and all that. That was back like 14, 13, so
wow.
I've been through it, but I never thought of doing it on this scale or doing it this type of way for a long time. So it's been dope.
Man, I never knew that those sports games could be so competitive like that. As far as like esports, you only ever hear about Fortnite and stuff and big ones.
Yeah, and it's a different monster because like the tournaments that we used to do, it'd be like, I know we all been in lockdown, so a lot of people can't remember what it was like to be in a mall when it was packed, but we be like in the atrium of a mall, you know what I'm saying? TVs, LAN parties, everybody's going crazy, and just the adrenaline behind it, the hype behind it was tough.
Oh man, those days have to come back. I need them back. So I'm gonna push into a brain burst. A brain burst is something I like to just kind of like, you didn't know about this question, and it's just something out there to make you think twice. So in the world, not in gaming, would you rather be really big, giant, or really small? I don't mean like 7'3", but I mean huge, or like really, really small.
That's easy for me. Really small.
Really?
Super duper small, bro.
Why would you choose really small?
Cause like I'm all right. So I'm 6'1".
God, you're already giant. Hold on, you're already giant, man.
Nah, get out of here. I'm the tallest short dude in the room. That's, you know what I'm saying? I'm like just right there. I walk into spider webs all the time, and I hate spiders. So strictly for not having that problem, shrink.
Okay.
I'm done.
Okay, I feel that. I'm 5'7", so I feel that.
Yeah, see, you could walk through a doorway and not have to worry about it because I'm the one that's like, oh, is it on me? Like, is it?
Man, I was
bugging out for an hour. I think I got a spider.
I was the opposite. I think really big, man, because I have this problem with anybody that's taller than me. I have like an anxiety. If you're bigger than me, like I'm 5'7". I'm not really, really, really short. But if you're taller than me by more than like an inch or two, dude, I'm sketch. I don't even want to deal with you. Yeah, like if you're bagging my groceries, or like like if you're just talking to me, I don't even know who you are. I am probably sweating if you're taller than me.
There's like, if you gonna go tall, you gotta go like, I need to be like 7 feet tall, right? Because if you're like 6'1" to like 6'9" and you're not in the NBA, people are like, yo, why? Like, why are you even tall then?
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not a baller.
6'1" is like the entry level tall, right?
We get the participation trophy. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, I know what you're saying.
They're little, big guy. You know, it'll be better.
Okay. Yep. All right, so let's go back to something a little bit more serious. Why did you choose BOHFLEX? BOHFLEX.
Flex, yeah. So it's actually an evolution of a bunch of different things, right? So first and foremost, you want to talk about like gaming. One of the big games that got me into it was, you know, the original Maddens. And you know, Bo Jackson was that dude.
Oh yeah.
He was that dude. One of like my all-time favorite idols, my heroes. So you know, kind of an inside joke that I got with a lot of my friends is like Bo knows, because that's what kind of started me to the Bo name. My legal name is Bobby, so you know, everybody chopped it down to Bo. So okay. I was like, all right, that's cool. It became BOH Bo. The more I learned and grew within the city of Baltimore. I'm from Baltimore. I live in Baltimore. And for those that don't know, National Bohemian or Natty Bo beer actually was brewed. They started brewing it here, and then it moved out to Ohio. So, wow. Like, if I were to walk out that door behind me and walk about 200 feet that way, is actually the factory where Natty Bo was originally brewed. So it's, you know, I got a big connection to that part. The flex piece comes from the fact that I still am technically a certified personal trainer. So, you know, people knew me as Bo, but then I became BOHFLEX once I took to the gym, and you know, that's what you do in the gym. You just flex, and it's stuck ever since. Wow,
man, that's intense. Okay, it's really good. A lot of people don't have a good answer for that one, but I like it. All right, man. After a long day of work, I mean, the boss got on you, or let's say you are the boss, whatever, dude, you're just tired. What's your motivation to still go live?
So my boss these days is an 8-month-old baby. Toughest boss I've ever had. She be on me, bro. She be on me. Don't give me no days off, but it's all good. My motivation to keep clicking go live is kind of, it goes kind of back to that short mentality. I have a Napoleon complex, height or not, and every time I go to do something, I get people that tell me you can't do it, or like, yo, you know what the odds are? They're like, yo, one in every. I'm like, cool, yeah, but somebody's that one, right? Like, so I don't care how tired I am. I don't care how frustrated I might be. I just got this story that I tell myself that like somewhere out there's another dude who looks like me, talks like me, acts like me, that wants the same thing that I got, and there's only space for one of us to get it. And if I take a break, he ain't. He's going to get it, and I'm not trying to have the end of or that day come where I see somebody else getting what I feel like I worked for or what I deserve because they were willing to outwork me. So that's it. It's every day.
That's beautiful, man. That is it. All right, dude. God, dog, come on. You have to give me a. I'm serious, man. You got some depth, sir. All right, man. So, who were you? I mean, you kind of hinted a little bit here, like some of the background, but who was Bobby? Who were you before you became BOHFLEX? Like, what did you do? Like, who were you?
Who wasn't I? Right,
ooh, so, okay.
I was a rapper at one point. I had a mixtape and all that. Which
wait,
if you're in Baltimore, that's nothing special, bro. I could throw a rock right now and hit 3 rappers. That's just everybody does. You know what I'm saying?
It's special to me though. Don't worry.
Appreciate that. So yeah, I did that. I was a Geek Squad agent.
Oh wow.
That's where a lot of my tech skill and all that comes from. I alluded to my fitness background. I actually used to be the strength and conditioning coach for the Ravens cheerleaders. So that was dope because, kind of go back to your question about what's that motivation. When I told my mom, I'm going to become a trainer, she's like, you know how many trainers there are? You know how many? But 2 years later, I'm walking in a Ravens stadium, and it's kind of like, hey, Ma, like I told you, like if I do it, I'm going to do it. I'm a little big.
Wow.
So, what else did I do? I used to be an Air Force cadet. I wanted to go into the military.
Well, thank you, sir.
Decided not to do that.
You got your reasons.
You see me die in Call of Duty, bro. I'm in the gulag so much. I can't be real. Like, come on. Like, let's keep it real, bro.
There's no respawn out there in the real world, man.
There's not, bro. There's not. I'm sitting here. Let me play 2 games of Duck Hunt or something. My aim's off. I'm like, nah, this uniform ain't for me.
Well, I know here at Wild Squad, and I know even over there at Flex Fam, we have plenty of respect for the military too, though. So it makes I fully understand.
100%. Yep.
All right, dude. That's a whole lot. That's a lot.
There's probably more that I forget, but just I don't know, random.
So we're gonna go into another brain burst, and this is gonna make you think.
Bet.
So if you could go back in time to a younger you, what advice would you give yourself, and what age? I want to know what age you would go back to. I don't mean the time before that girl that gave you the itches afterwards. I mean, really, what time would you go back to, and what would you give yourself as advice?
So I would actually go back to one time. I would make a pit stop at another one.
Okay.
I would go back to when I was my daughter's age and say, yo, little baby Bob, I know you don't know who I am. I know you don't want to go to sleep, but sleep, bro. Like, you will thank me later. Sleep. Get it now. I feel like I've been losing sleep my whole life, and I've been paying for it dearly. So that would be the destination.
Okay.
The pit stop that I would make would be my junior year of high school.
Oh.
Hands down.
That was like 5 days ago.
Yeah, right. I got one of those like TikTok filters on to like turn the clock back. So but my junior year of high school was a year of so much like sort of uncertainty and fear. Like everybody's like, you've been in school for mad long. Once senior years next year, and then after that, like the real world's waiting to like swallow you up.
Yeah.
And spit you back out. You just start thinking about a lot of stuff, and I don't know. I think I had a lot of doubt, a lot of uncertainty. And there's things that I'm doing now, like all of this that I wanted to do then, but I second guessed because I didn't listen to myself. I listened to everybody around me. I want to do something in production. I want to do something in music. Oh man, you can't be Kanye or whatever have you. You should go and do like the safe thing. And I've always been a risk taker, so I would definitely want to talk to him and be like, yo, just don't stop being afraid to bet on yourself. You will not regret it. Just bet on yourself and trust it.
Yeah, man. I gotta say that, pit stop aside, that was the main destination. I mean, the sleep part we all need.
About that sleep.
The sleep part we all need. It's a good day to get a few hours of good sleep.
Yeah,
you might be asleep for 6, but it's only a couple good ones.
True, man. Y'all lucky I actually mixed water. I gotta be civilized that I mix water with my pre-workout. Normally it's just 2 scoops and chew it, keep it moving.
So, man, that was pretty deep there. Let's go. What is this Flex Fam? I mean, you guys can see it right here. I'm a member of the Flex Fam. Whoop, whoop. That's the founder of the Flex Fam. What is the Flex Fam?
So it's funny, shout out my guy Big Bad Benja. I was talking to him the other day, and I kind of articulated it perfectly. We're an investment community, and I say it's an investment community because that's really the tone that I want to set for, and that's the direction that I want to set for it. There's a lot of follow stuff that goes on in what we do, and I don't think that really works. There's support for support, and it works to an extent, but for me, I would rather say instead of I give to people, I invest in people. There's an emotional end that comes from it. If I tell you, like, I want to see you make it, I'm not just saying, like, I want to see you rep my shit. I'm saying, like, bro, I want to see you make it. I want you to be as successful as you do, And so I'm trying to build a community and draw more people who are willing to say, you know what, like, I'm going to stop worrying about what I get out of it. I'm going to just look at what I could put into it and know and trust that the people around me are doing the same thing. And what we get out of it comes back tenfold.
Wow. I felt it. I've definitely seen it. And I think everybody is in that group is doing, they're just here for each other and not like you said, not in that fake, oh, I want to see you. You got it, man. You got it right there.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So not because this is some big topic on TikTok, which this guy's got some TikToks and stuff, but what is your number one tip for new streamers? If you could give a new streamer just one piece of advice and that's all you can give them, what would you give them?
Be patient. Be patient. I think a lot of streamers, content creators, whatever we want to call ourselves, get into it with the expectation that, like, I don't suck at a game. I got a camera. I spent money on a rig and all that. So let me, like, just put myself out there, and you expect for people to come to you. And it is a growing process. There's a lot of new streamers who they make affiliate like that. They don't know what it was like. Like, for me, it took me 3 months from the time I said I'm really going to do this to when I got affiliate, right? Just affiliate. They don't know what it's like to really not know who you are, not know how to connect with people, and have not even a bot in your chat. You got a 0. Like, I saw zeros for mad long. You know what I mean? So taking your time to, like, really know, what is my product like? What do I want my experience to be like for the viewer coming into it? How do I want to connect to people? What is the image that I want for them to see? People don't really think through that, and so if some success comes, you're not even going to be ready for it. And I hope people would take their time, know this is like a marathon, and just be more patient.
Yeah, that is good. That's a good one. So, with everything you've talked about, Flex Fam, BOHFLEX, what's some goals you got for 2021 with you and your brand?
Oh man, what's some goals that I got with my brand?
Or a goal, if you only got one.
No, I always got more than one. For one, I want to get the Flex Fam community to 1,000 quality members by the end of this year. And I don't mean that in a sense of like I'm trying to like just grab mad bodies to get in. We got the saying here, like real recognizes real. And I know that there are more real people out there who are dying for a community of real people who are really trying to not support them, but actually invest in them. Those guys are saying like, yo, I can make this happen if I just had this or that, and be able to get everybody together and share and pull resources to make something of it. Because I really do think if it's a community of quality, we really can all win. So that's goal number one, and that's my overall. That's for the community. That's for Flex Fam. For me, I am setting my aims at the ability to apply for partner.
Okay.
I'm not going to say that I necessarily want to be a partner, but to be able to have that choice of whether or not you're going to be a partner, that means that I put in the work, I followed my plan, I made it happen, and so that's a big driver for me.
Okay.
And then goal number 3, which is actually my biggest one, my most important one. I probably should have made that goal number 1. Just be a good dad, bro.
That's big. It's big.
Yeah.
And for what I understand, you are, man.
I'm trying.
It's not easy.
Trying, man.
It's not easy,
I'm trying.
man. But
it's definitely not.
Trying is all we got.
It's
there is no book. Yeah. There is no book on being a dad. There's no book.
There's not. I'm still having them days where I wake up and I'm like, yo, like, you got a kid, son. Like, she's got your face. Like, it's... Who let this happen?
Wait. She got your face?
She's got my face, bro.
Oh man, we are gonna have to we're gonna have to come together and just like protect her, man. Because it's cool. Beautiful, man. There's just no way
we getting like 3 shotguns. It's gonna be an armory, bro. Trust. We about to get real life loadouts.
We ain't gonna be the ones going to the gulag.
Nah, I'm trying to actually teach her to do weird stuff. No, like she picked her nose and ate it the other day. I was like, good, keep that up. Like we're not getting no dates no time soon.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. That's you can claim that far. It's like, okay.
Yeah, that's daddy's girl. That's it. Yep.
Amen, man. That's it. Okay. So what is the coolest thing that's ever happened during your live stream? The wildest thing that's ever happened while you were live? And you don't have to say nobody's names if it's like hidden, but if you're somebody or something that happened, what was the coolest thing?
Yeah, I honestly, it was my mom checking out my stream. I'm a mama's boy, you know what I mean? And she's always afraid for me, but she actually talked to me the next day and was like, I'm glad you didn't listen to me. And for everybody that's had their mom, especially, I mean, you know, we got that thing about black moms, right? My whole life has been listen to me. That was kind of like that. All right, man, you know, you got it. You've done well. Keep doing what you're doing. Trust yourself. So that was for me surreal, because I was like, yo, you know what you just said?
Right.
Did you pay attention? Did you just say I was right? Like, I don't know what's happening right now.
Yeah, that's deep. That would,
yeah.
I'd man, that's, you know what? That's the best answer I've ever gotten for that. Most of the time it's like, oh, a raid I got, or oh, I got some biddies. But that is so real. This is who this guy is. This guy, wrong way. This is who this guy is, y'all. That's why I love him and why I love to watch him and hang out with him. This is the best guy right here.
Appreciate that, man.
So, so next brain burst, man. I'm gonna pop in here, give you something crazy. If you could have a billboard with anything you want on it, but it's in every city in the world, whatever you write on it is translated. It goes anywhere in the world. What would you put on that billboard, and why? I mean, every city in the world.
And it's like just something for me, or it's something for everybody?
No. If you had a billboard and you could put this billboard in every single city, what would you put on it? I mean, it could be anything. You don't got to pay for it. It's on every billboard.
2 words. It's written in every notebook that I got. Keep working. Just keep working. Keep working. A lot of people's going to drive past it because like we go past billboards all the time, but the ones that mean something too, be that good motivation there.
I'll be honest with you, those are the ones that I always have to Google or look up and see what it is. Any kind of like motivational billboard, it really is. Those are the ones I pay attention to. Like, I don't need a new couch, but those are the ones I see. Like, keep working. If I saw that, I would really have to try to figure out what organization that's with, or like, it would make me do work just trying to figure out who it was.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, think about it. Like, Nike doesn't even have to put the symbol up there, right? They could just say, just do it. And you're like, man, I don't know what it is, but I can't sit still no more. Like, I need to go do it. I got to find what it is and do it.
Man.
They just the shoe company, you know?
Yeah, we need to get a sponsorship on a couple billboards, man.
Bro, I'm saying.
If you guys are in here scalping, we want a billboard.
I'm saying.
So, let's go. What is your biggest failure, and what did you learn from it? In streaming wise.
Yeah. My biggest failure streaming wise was not listening to myself. When I first got into this, I'm not going to say I was clout chasing, but I was looking at people who were getting attention and not questioning how they got attention or why they got attention. I was just like, okay, well, people are looking at you. That means that you're successful. So I should be doing what you do, or, trying to emulate this and that. And I wound up like going back and looking at, because I watch every stream that I have afterwards. I'm going back and looking, I'm like, bro, I don't even want to watch me. I don't look like me. I look like me trying to be somebody else, So, that was a ginormous mistake. But I get excited when I make mistakes because I don't do that twice. So, I started going through and looking like, what did I not like about me and this? And I started plucking that. And now I love what I see,
Man. So, I tell you what, man, everything you really thought about these answers, man.
I can't not be genuine. You know what I mean? Like,
you are everything about you.
I can't not be.
So, how does your streaming affect those around you, and do they approve of it? Now, I know you mentioned your mom, and it sounds like she did a 180. It sounds like she thought it wasn't going to be good, flipped over. Yeah. Wow. But like, how does it affect those really close to you? Like, and do they approve of it?
No.
Okay.
No, that's the short answer on it. And I'm not going to say that it's not approved of. It's just not understood. If you're not a part of this world, this community, you can't fathom how somebody else would spend time not playing a video game but watching somebody else play a video game. You know what I mean? And things like that. And then, like in the time that we've been talking here, there's probably about another 300 new Twitch streamers, like we just appear out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And so there's that thing from the outside where you don't really understand it. But something, more specifically my wife, she's like, wait, like, so people are just watching you? Like, they're just watching you? But she said at a point out where she's like, okay, like, I get it. I can understand like the community and everything that comes behind it. So it's an evolving thing, but it's sort of a theme for me. If I'm doing something that the people around me don't know or understand or trust, I try and do it to a level where they can't deny there's a reason I should be doing that. So I take it as a challenge.
That is awesome. And it's good that she's somewhat interested too in this. I mean, as far as not completely like blanked out, like this is you're going to work and I don't want to know what you're doing, I fully understand.
No, it was like that at first.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna give it a second. It was like that at first. And then I was like, okay, you don't see enough of it, so I'm gonna work harder. I'm gonna make it more polished. And then I became like, I don't have to like it. And I was like, all right, you ain't gotta like it. You're gonna start to like it. You don't have to, but you're gonna start to. And now we're getting to that point where she's like, I get it. I'm like, yeah. I told you.
Man. That's good. It's always good to have those. You will always, in this field, you will always have those people around you who just don't believe in it. It don't matter if you're Ninja, if you're one of these humongous streamers out there that go to tournaments and make millions of dollars. There's going to be someone around you who still thinks this is a waste of your time. But it's not about what they think.
The thing that I found though is like you got to pay attention to the conversations that you have with people, right? Because you'll hear the same thing. Actually, you'll see it in reverse. You're gonna have people who don't really believe in you tell you that they do because they want to capitalize off of whatever they feel like they could get from you at that moment in time. And then you got a lot of people who are mad close to you who tell you that they don't. And it's not that they don't believe you'll make it or that they don't think it's a good idea. They're afraid of the risk and they just don't want to see you take the L. They're saying it out of protection, but you just gotta pay attention to people and have more people you trust around you.
For sure. So in this game, influence is a very big thing when it comes to people that come and influence you influencing other people. Let's back up. Who, if you could name 3 people, if you don't got 3, it's understandable. I'm sure you do though, who have been the most influential to you. You don't have to drop their names if you don't want to, but who's been the most influential on you for everything?
Streaming wise or just...
I mean, we're kind of targeted on streaming, but if somebody crosses over, then that's fine too.
So I would have to, and I hate to say it. Number 1 is Nick Merckx. I'm not a Nick Merckx fan. I'm not. That's not a guy that I look at and be like, yeah, I'd want to like hang out with him and stuff like that. Like, that's the guy in the gym that I would sit on the other side of the gym and be like, yeah, I can't wait till this dude like gets off the bench so I could like finally get mine in. But he's the one who I looked at and I was like, yo, if he can do this, I can do this. All he did was give us a meathead that could play video games. And people were like, yo, that's dope. Okay, let's magnify it, right? No, we ain't gonna look like Ninja. We could kind of like, we could be more like Nick, so he was a big influence on me. Shout out my dude Ricky Live over on Facebook. Ricky Live was a big influence on me. I've actually crossed paths with him a couple of times, and there's just not a lot of prominent black streamers that are out there. And he was the first one I looked at that was like, I don't care if I'm small, if I'm big, I gotta be this. If I get bigger, I'll be this with fancier overlays and all that. But like, this is who I am. This is what I am. So I was like, yeah, I gotta be more like you, bro. Like, worry more about what I want and not more about what I think everybody else should want, And then my third one, actually, it's more of a recent thing. But again, shout out my guy, Big Bad Benjo. Ginormous influence, especially as of late. I always think big. I crave people who can make me think bigger because I want to know like what are the limits. And this dude, in a few conversations, has me questioning whether or not how long I've not been thinking big enough. And I love that. You need more people that are going to challenge you. So I appreciate them.
That's good. You've met some really good people to you, man.
Yeah.
It's good to have those people, and the reasons are there. It's not just someone saying, I just want to be rich. No, you have some really good influence, man. Some people you've definitely looked up to the right people for sure.
Yeah. Can I add one more to that?
You can add whatever you want to that, man.
I want to add one more to that.
Okay.
My man Logic too.
Okay.
Right? Logic, I think, might be the first like genuine person that like no matter if he gets anything back from you, he just doesn't change. And I was like, all right, yeah, there's some hope for people in this. You could be a real person in this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah. He's definitely I've met Logic. He's definitely a real person. He's down to earth.
Yeah, man.
For sure. And if you guys haven't seen Logic, that TV, that's the best TV since the 50s, baby.
Bro, what? I turn into a 5-year-old every time he comes on. I'm like, yo, like that's my jam. Golden Girls, like, oh, that's
dude, I love it. I love it.
It hyped.
So if kind of to wrap that up a little bit with the questions, man. You've been amazing, and you're more than just a guest to me. Everybody that comes on here, I really appreciate everybody. So, if you were in my shoes, what haven't I asked you that you would ask you? What's something that I missed that you would have asked you?
Why haven't you quit?
Oh, so you want to answer that one? Why haven't you quit?
Because I can't.
I think you hold on. I think you did answer that though. Everything you've been putting out is genuine, real. Why this man still does this? I don't need that question, sir. Yeah, you haven't showed me one. You haven't showed me one reason to quit. I've had those days. I've had those days, and I know you have too. I know everybody in this chat over here who streams has had those days. But the things you've said are what pulls us out of those days.
Yep. Yeah, and that's the big thing, man. Like I don't want to make it to be famous. I want to make it so that I could be an example. You know what I mean? Because like I don't think there are a lot of people in a prominent position that are like setting the example that I want to set. So I started doing this for a bunch of reasons. I continue to do it though for even more, and it's a lot of it is people like you, a lot of the community that I'm trying to get it for all of us, so
yeah, I tell you, you can't quit now, man. My kids watch you. You can't quit.
Well, Jesus Christ, man. No pressure, right?
my 7-year-olds, man, between me, you, and Logix, they keep one of us on sometime. If they're awake while we stream, which is rare because I got a pretty strict bedtime, they will be trying to pop one of us up there. So you're pretty good there. And they like to watch the Telly guy. You know that is the Telly guy.
I can't knock him for that.
That's logic.
I can't knock him for that. You know.
So at this point, man, I have asked you everything I could think to ask you, dude. Guys, we gotta fill that cup up again, guys. We you know what? He said he's got some water in there, guys. You gotta hit me up. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. We're gonna end it. That's it, man. That's what started all of it, guys. Yeah. So.
Love it.
So Big Bad Banjo has been in the chat here. I think you definitely touched a moment there with him. Is there anything that the community that's listening in and watching would like to say or ask? I know BOHFLEX has been here for all of us and vice versa. Why did you do twerk a question on the podcast forum? Why is do you twerk a question on the podcast forum? Oh, well, because that kind of is a pretty funny hit that happened with me and Logic. That's a fairly big clip. You guys could go back and find that on TikTok, all kinds of different platforms. That's fairly big there. But anybody got any questions for Logic? I'm not trying. He's actually going to be streaming tonight, guys. Right?
Yep.
So yeah, I'm not going to be around. Yo, what's up, Hussein? Not trying to pull too far here. Oh, here's one from Jake. How do you juggle a full-time job, husband, dad, Discord server, and stream? Whew, that's a good question. How do you juggle that?
So this shaker had 3 scoops of pre-workout in it, and you see there's like a little drop, and that will be gone by the time I go live.
So it's just pre-workout. I mean, let's just clarify this. I mean, we can't say it on camera, right? I mean, it is just pre-workout.
I mean, it's just pre-workout. A little bit of magic, some pixie dust,
There you go.
All that. Yeah, man. But bro. A lot of prayer. I'm not even super religious, but like I do pray for strength because it's tiring. But,
man, dude.
If I don't do it, who will?
Man, it has been great having you on. Hold on.
I love this, man.
Jake said, why are you a lightweight for pre-workout? A real G takes 12 scoops.
12 scoops. A real G just don't sit back, you know what I mean? But I'm trying to not need a defibrillator to bring me back here. I got stuff to do, so I had to start limiting the scoops.
You got to have somebody on standby for that defibrillator if you go into 12.
Yeah, man. Listen, man, Jake's been gaming with me. Like, Jake's like a brother, you know what I mean? we've been gaming like the whole summer and whatnot. He's been on the mic with me when the pre-workout hit, and I started like hearing colors and seeing sounds and stuff.
Wow.
like you just get quiet and start wrecking everything. Like, bro, like I might be dying right now. Just call the paramedic.
You better put the markers on the screen first, man. I need to know where the enemy's coming from. Yo, Big Bad Banjo said, if you had to choose a mascot for yourself, what would it be?
A mascot. A griffin.
A griffin.
Ooh. A griffin, bro.
Now, are we going back nerdy? Are we going towards a nerdy side here, like the EOS?
Yeah, is this? I'm into everything has to have a meaning,
Okay.
So my favorite, my animal, my creature, if you will, is an eagle. My dad's is a lion, and so a griffin's kind of a combination of that, and that means a lot to me in itself. But then it's just majestic.
Dude.
You pause when you see a griffin, like, bro, like what?
I don't think I've ever seen one, but I know I would pause and I would have to pull out my little tourist guidebook and make sure it's not like play dead instead of pause.
I'll rest my case.
Absolutely. Oh man, well, I am not gonna hold you up, man. I know you got a night going on. I appreciate you coming out, man. And
thanks for having me, man.
Dude, I will definitely be having you back on later on to kind of see where we stand, 6 months, 4 months, whatever we feel, we'll kind of hit it up again. Does BOHFLEX have any tattoos? And what are the meanings if he does?
Yes.
I mean, if you want to share that part though.
So, I'm about to get my whole government out here. So my full name is Bobby West, right? So I got West on my back because we're obsessed with our name. Like, it's just a cool name, bro. I gotta say, I love my last name, right? So,
I like it.
Me and my brother we got West tatted on our back. I got a cross on my left arm. I got, actually, I'm too dark for you to fully see it, but I got bow,
man,
going down my right arm. That goes down to my elbow, and then on the inside of my right arm, I have a quietus, which is Latin for justice. My dad's name is Justice.
Okay.
So, kind of a ode to him. And my favorite movie is Boondock Saints.
Okay.
So, the two brothers in there, they had Veritas and Aquitus. I got Aquitus on my right arm. My brother has Veritas on the inside of his left arm.
Wow.
We got a painting that, we did for my dad where it's like half me, half him, and the arms out, like truth, justice. So.
Wow, dude.
I don't know. We're a deep family. We get nerdy with shit.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Man, well, like I said, dude, it's been great to have you, man. Everybody,
I appreciate that, man.
I appreciate everybody coming out. Everybody from the BOHFLEX fam, from the Wild Squad. Thank you guys. I will see you guys on the live stream in a little while. Or what are you playing tonight? What am I playing tonight?
I was going to dabble some in some Warzone. It's going to be a little bit of Warzone, get some Jackbox going, but in a night without some Valheim, I'm hooked. I have a problem, bro.
Look, I just come in the other night and I heard you guys talking about being in the swamp or something like that and logging off on a boat, and I was like, wait, what are we doing?
Man, I'm on a meeting, and in my mind, I'm like, how can I build a more effective deck so I don't splash in the water every time I get off a boat? Like, this is where my mind is now. Like, maybe if I make it out of stone, then I don't have to like rebuild the wood. I got real issues with that now. I need help.
We had to get you some kind of stress reliever that's not Valheim, just for a little while.
Maybe Legos?
Maybe one of those little squishy balls, like in the middle of work, just Valheim comes on, just starts squishing that thing. Yo, it's good, man.
Yeah.
You know what? Oh wait, we can do a twerk ball or something. Like have a little ball wherever it lands on. That's how many twerks you have to do. And then every time Valheim comes on, you roll it. And then we'll get it down where we're both perfect, man.
I love it. I'm gonna go to Five Below tomorrow and cop me one.
They do got something like that over there, man. Yo, I appreciate it, dude. It's mad love and respect for you, man. I really appreciate you coming out to this. I've been saying it, but I'm going to go ahead and let you go, dude. It's been good.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Yo, thanks for having me, dog.
Everybody have a good night, and I'll see you guys on the live in a little bit.